Hi, my name is Noleen and I'm from Glenageary and I'm studying at the moment graphic design level 6 out in Biffy out in Bray. Before I went back into education, I was working away. I was working part time in retail, and it was just life, just in and out and in and out. And then I had an accident that Christmas in 2009, and I fractured my coccyx bone. And in January then I would have had probably a breakdown. So for the best part of 2010, I was very down, very depressed, and life was gone by and all the rest. But in the September of 2010, I was asked by the homeschool teacher would I like to do parents in education, and that's what I done. The main challenges were that I have 4 children and that they still need full-time, every day routine. So when I went into parents in education, it was for 1 morning a week. And with that, I was in a group of women, and there was one guy, and which is surprising, but anyway, there was one guy, and we all gelled as a group together, but we were all there for different reasons. But it was the first course we done was personal and interpersonal skills, and the challenge of that was you had to go into yourself, and because you had to know where you were coming from. And at that stage, I was quite raw. I was going through a lot of stuff at home and things like that, so I didn't really want to go in. But with the safe surrounding and the facilitator, she was very good and very comfortable, and it was very safe. And as well as that, it was just gradually the confidence was starting to come back. Well, as part of parents in education, we done a few other sort of little courses in that, and one of them was restorative practices, and that was one that I could bring home and use for the children. They didn't particularly like it, and it didn't always work, but it was better than the old way of roaring and shouting and everybody losing their head. As well as that, I done a bit of self-advocacy during the 3 years. We made a DVD, which is something I'd have never done in a million years, that I thought I would have acted, and I don't particularly like watching it, but I still made a DVD. And because as well I was I'm studying graphic design at the time and it's continued now, I designed the cover and the disc for the DVD. I was asked there a couple of weeks ago would I speak in front of people. I didn't realise how many people, and I spoke in front of about 70 homeschool teachers last Thursday about my journey through education and how I dealt with homeschool teachers and what they done and how they helped in my life. And that is something that I would have never, ever, ever thought of doing. But I did do it, and I felt great about doing it, and it was great to be able to share in that experience. One of the main hopes I have today is that I will be a graphic designer when I'm finished. Actually, I do graphic design now. I have got some clients that I do for charity, and it's brilliant. And when I finish the level 6, I will have more knowledge and more experience and more skills that will aid me in my career as a graphic designer, which I'm so looking forward to. The one thing that helped me was I met as part of one of the courses, I met a guy, his name is McGrath, and he said to me, Noleen, he said, plan something, do something, and don't ever look back, and you'll never fear something again. And I think when you're in a very, very low place, that you do, fear is a huge big thing for any person, whether they're returned to education or anything with life. But I think if you just take that tiny little step, and I know that's what I did, and I have to, people were there, and I think if you're willing just to take that tiny step and you're a little bit open, that there's plenty of people there to help.